Hello, Greg here from Balloon Market. Welcome to BMTV. So this week we've had a few customers call us and ask us about which helium cylinder is right for them and how the hire system works. So I thought I'd go through a few of those things now. But the easiest way I think to think about it is when you get a cylinder, you're buying the gas inside the cylinder, but then you're hiring the cylinder. So the good thing about these is you get the first 4 weeks hire free. You also get the nozzle for the first 4 weeks. That's a hire product as well. You get that free as well. So when you're paying for it, you're paying for the gas, and then you're getting your free hire for the first 4 weeks. If you think you're going to have the cylinders for longer than the 4 weeks, say you have it 2 or 3 months, you might want to consider buying your own nozzle so you don't have to pay the higher charges for the nozzle every month. This is the push nozzle that you might get if you hire one. This is the tilt nozzle that you might get if you're hiring. You can buy those if you want to. There are other nozzles available. This is probably our favourite because it's got the gauge on, so you know exactly where you're at with your helium cylinder, how much you've got. So as I say, your first 4 weeks hire are free. At the end of that 4-week period, we would normally contact you and say, do you want to keep the cylinder for longer? And if you do, we charge your card for the hire for the cylinder and for the nozzle if you've hired that. If not, then it can be returned or you can have it collected. So it's as simple as that. Once you've finished the cylinder, you take it back and you effectively start again, so you get another cylinder. Some people call this a refill. You can't actually go and have your cylinder refilled. You always just get another cylinder. So, and then it just starts again. The good thing about that is you would get another 4 weeks hire for free. Some people also think that they're buying the cylinder. As I said at the very beginning, you're not. You're hiring the cylinder, you're buying the gas. These are all property of BOC. You can see the BOC barcode, and this relates to the serial number on the cylinder. So they know where all the cylinders are at any time. So let's have a look at them. This is the V size. This is the smallest cylinder we hire. This is ideal if you're out and about. So if you are a balloon decorator, this is probably perfect for you. It's easy to get in and out of the boot of a car. If you've got a really small car, like a smart car or something, I honestly don't know if that would fit in there. But most cars, this would fit in. It does weigh 16 kilos, so it's not really light, but it's light enough to easily manhandle into a boot. This is the T size. This is the next size up from the V. You get twice as much helium in this as you do in this one, but you don't pay twice as much. So this becomes better value for money. This is probably perfect if you say you have a shop, you sell balloons there, you keep this behind the counter to inflate the balloons that people buy. It's not too big, so it doesn't look too bad behind the counter. You can move this. It's difficult though. It weighs 30 kilos. I think that's about 5.5 stone. We have managed to get this into the boot of a car. It is difficult if you've got a lip on the boot of the car as well. So if you sort of have to lift it over something, it is quite difficult. But it can be done. So probably best if it's staying in one position, but you can move it. Now this big boy, this is the L size. The L size has 2.5 times as much helium as the T size, but again, it doesn't cost 2.5 times more, so you're getting even better value for money. As you can see, it's huge. It's 5 feet tall. It weighs 77 kilos. That's about 12, 13 stone. You don't really want to be moving this. It's difficult to move. Ideally, same situation as the T size. If you have a shop or you're inflating a lot of balloons on a regular basis and in one place, this is perfect. You can move it. We have moved it. We managed to get it into the back of a family car. We put the seats down, and it was a Citroen DS3. It was a hire car, so I was a little bit worried. But we got that in there. It took 2 of us to get it in. But it took 3 to get it out at the other end because it had the lip in the boot. So really awkward to move. So if you can, try not to move that one. So how do you get hold of these? There's 2 options. You can have them delivered or you can go and collect your cylinder. If you do have your cylinder delivered, there's quite a large delivery cost. The reason being, we can't just put these in a box and send them out by courier. So it has to be delivered by a specialist gas agent on a gas lorry. Basically, they're lorries that are open, and the cylinders, and there's big gas tanks as well, are just put on top. So it is quite expensive. The other thing is BOC won't deliver to residential addresses. The reason being, as I say, they've got large lorries, and they say if they get down a residential road, they can't turn around, etc. So yeah, they'll only deliver to business addresses. If you do work from home, you would then have to go and collect the cylinder. Now, there's 300 or 400 different gas agents around the country. There's likely to be one not too far away from you. The only thing is, if you're in a rural area, say you're in the Highlands of Scotland, then you might have to drive 20 or 30 miles to collect it. But if you're in London, for instance, there might be one within a couple of miles. So that's the difference there. So all you do, you order them online as you would anything else. We would get in touch with you and say, you've hired a helium cylinder, when do you want to collect it, or when do you want to have it delivered? We'd send you over the paperwork, instructions, safety instructions, etc. And it's as simple as that. Speaking of safety, this one is a little bit wobbly, this one not so much, this one is a little bit wobbly. It's always good to have a trolley. Unfortunately, BOC don't hire these trolleys, so you would have to buy one. But if you are going to be, say you're decorating, and there's people there, there's kids or animals or anything like that, and this could easily be knocked over, it's always good to have a trolley. It just makes it a bit more stable. The other thing from a safety point, if these fall over, they will hurt, but if this one falls over, I have to tell you, some bones are probably going to get broken. So the trolleys are good for that. The other thing I was going to say about helium, as always, don't breathe it. Don't let your customers breathe it. Always warn your customers not to breathe helium because it can kill you. Okay, so there you have it. They're the helium cylinders, how to hire them, etc. If you do have any more questions, please just get in touch with us and we'd be happy to answer those questions. Okay, that's all from me this week, and I will see you next week. Have a great week.